are back. It is Friday. It is kind of a weird Friday. The video, I did not get the video finished editing yesterday, so hopefully we'll get that done this weekend. But in the process of doing that, I have a few other little projects that I wanted to get done, and so I thought, hey, let's do that today on YouTube. We do have a few viewer suggestions left as well, but I'm not sure if we're going to get to those. I wanted to make a sticker for the Patreon members. It was something I asked if they would want a specific sticker made for them instead of something that was either a commission or one of the videos. So a few people suggested I draw some slime stickers. I think we're going to do that today. I think we're going to do some little prototyping. We'll do some tests and try to make a cute little sticker that is just going to be a sticker. And then we'll send that out to the Patreon members, and we'll see where we can post that and have some fun with it. So that's the plan for the day. We're just going to draw, talk about D&D, shoot the shit, and yeah, that's it. That's the plan. Don't know if I can say that. I think we've been going for 2 minutes. We're probably fine. And I will most likely edit this and put this into like a short later in the week after we get the other video out. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's what we're going to do. I'm hanging out in Discord. People can come hang out if you'd like. That's it. It's a Friday. They're usually pretty chill, so let's just get into it. Let's start drawing some slimes. Uh-oh, that's not gonna work. That's gonna work. Okay. Alright. Cool Tooth, welcome back. Hello, hello. Hanging out on YouTube today. Okay, let's get into this. So there's a few different things I'm thinking about. I could either do... Oh no. Oh, I'm on eraser. I was like, why isn't my pen working? Oh no, I'm on regular. Why does this keep... That was weird. That was weird. So a few different thoughts where I can either do like an Ooze wearing like a breastplate. I think that could be interesting. He's just got little goo nubs for feet. I think that would be funny. Maybe we give him a big old pauldron. The other thing I was thinking about is I think there's a sticker sale going on today that's round stickers. So I could just do like a whole round sticker that is just Ooze and put like a skull floating in it. That could be interesting. I don't know if that's cute though. Could I make that cutesy? The Patreons voted on a cutesy sticker. Cutesy or sexy Ooze stickers. One of the two. So Cool Tooth. Hello, hello. The King of Kobolds is here. How are we all doing today? I'm doing pretty well. Sorry, I got a phone call. Yeah, so those are some kind of the options we have. Either do like a weird gelatinous orb. We could do like an Ooze in a bottle. That could be interesting for a round sticker. And then the sticker would just look like that. That might be weird though. That would definitely look better as like a cutout sticker. So we have round. We have a circle. We have a circle patch that we need to do today. We just need to figure out what we want to put in. I think Ooze. I mean, Ooze is the thing, so we just got to figure out how best do we Ooze. We could do like a really cutesy skull. That would make sense. This little guy. Boop. We're listening to some Will Savino today. link down below for his Patreon if you want to get some sweet D&D music. Very wonderful stuff. I use it for a lot of my games. Maybe it should be like an ooze with a sword. That would be interesting. Ooze in a cauldron. The stew is alive. Yeah, that'd be good too. Make the iron flask sucking up. I don't know probably Rigby? What? Iron flask. Like rugby with a ooze flask? Is that what we're talking about? That could be interesting. I do think I wanted this to just be generic, like, I mean, it doesn't have to be generic slime, but just only slime. Only slime is what I want to do. So that's why I'm not sure if armor is the best option. We could put it like in a helmet. Slime with a helmet could be funny. I just want to make this a little cutesy, so maybe the skull is the way to go. Maybe we want. So we've got something like this. Why is it impossible to make a circle from the center of the page? I would just like to make a circular. Yep, see, also not from the center. Weird. I'm bad at that apparently, but whatever. There's nothing there. Thank you, Photoshop. You can't do that. We unlink this. Go like that. Essentially what we have now is, oops, something like this. Don't tempt me, Photoshop. I will get CS Paint right now. There we go. That's essentially what we have. That's the shape we need to fill. The Iron Flask in 5th edition is pretty much a Pokeball. What it does is it sucks creatures into it and forces them to control for 24 hours. Alright, yeah, that sounds like a Pokeball. That sounds about right. A green ooze Pokeball. What would make an ooze cute? Just do a little Mega Man skull. That's not too bad. Just a little. Give him a little goop head. Or is it better with a rounded head? Maybe it's better with a rounded head. A little drippy back here, maybe. That's pretty cute. That's a good shape. I prefer to trap my minions in cards. Much smaller profile. You can use it on creatures that you just captured, so technically you can keep a creature around forever as long as you can make it fail the Constitution saving throw. Yeah, that's the weird thing about Pokemon to me. Like, once you catch it in a Pokeball, it's like, yep, it's cool now. There's definitely been instances where, like, Pikachu, right, never really becomes tame, but all the other Pokemon seem just like, yeah, whatever. I wonder if that's built into the Pokeball, or if it's like something inherent about Pokemon. Assert your dominance, and then they just like, yep, you're the pack leader now. Or maybe Pokemon are just way too smart and they realize that they've been captured and there's nothing they can do about it. Like, could a Pokemon that's been captured in a Pokeball just leave? Just like, yeah, fuck you, I'm out. Just take off. Especially the legendary Pokemon. I think they would just like, goodbye. Badges, they gotta help you tame Pokemon for reasons. Yeah, that was the weird. Like the badges, I think they said like garnered you respect from the Pokemon, which once again makes me think they're way smarter than they should be. Then again, with most teleportations, I think once you get hit by a Pokeball, you die, and then the Pokeball just makes a new copy of you every time. That's not how it says in lore, but like that would definitely make sense. That you beat it up until it's just about dead, scan its body, and then you can scan or like print replicas of it, which are designed to be under your control. That makes sense to me. It's super fucked up, but like not worse than any other thing, I guess. I like this little Skelly boy. What else should we put inside of the this little slime? This should probably be pretty close to the bottom, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, like that. Because you're not going to get much shadows and reflections from the bottom. You're probably actually going to have a third color space right around here. Whereas there's just no light coming through. And then we'll put some little ooze bubbles in here. A bloop. Ooh. Make a little ooh slime. That could be really fun. Yeah, the lore is after being digitalized in the Pokeball. Okay, see, digitalized I think means murdered. We'll go with that for now. Their genetic code can be altered to be more loyal. Okay. Not perfect though. It seems to be many examples. Iron Flask, you don't have to do that. You just aim it at the thing and presto. If it fails the Constitution save. Where is that from? Is that a like? I bet that was designed specifically. Sorry, yawning. I bet that was specifically designed to do like a Pokemon campaign. That would make sense to me. Constitution saving 20. Yeah. There are a number of examples in the show of strong or upset Pokemon refusing to go in and stay in their Pokeballs, but never leave the player outright. Yeah, I remember that in the comic they did that too. But the other thing in the comic was Ash liked having his Pokemon out of the Pokeballs, and he would just hang out with them. So, I don't know. Make sure they fail. You have a devoted wizard on your side. They already have a natural one saved for the day. Divinations, we gotcha. There's some degree of force compliance, but it's not absolute. Yeah. Pokemon is weird. Pokemon is weird. So here's the strange thing about like Pokemon, and like Star Trek talks about it a few times. Like, if you can teleport somebody, couldn't you just make a person? Like, why do you have to digitize the Pokemon, right? Like, it seems like once you digitize the Pokemon, you could make an infinite number of Pikachus with that that data, right? I think that was the whole thing with the Porygon too, and Ditto. It was like, or was it the Ditto was the original Pokemon? I can't remember if Porygon was a failed attempt to digitize a Ditto or not. Something to that effect. Should we make this a real, like, super realistic skull? Or should this be like a super pop arty cutesy skull? Giant derpy teeth. Definitely looks better with less detail. Otherwise the teeth get weird. But I feel like it wouldn't be a Rookzer0 artwork unless it had like a really detailed skull in it. Just like uncomfortably real teeth. That seems about right. See what that does. I guess we could make this a rugby skull. That'd be pretty funny. No one would know. Who would know? They're gonna know. No one would know. Polygon and Ditto were intentionally attempts to raw duplication synthesis. Okay. I think it was attached to a campaign where you had to go and use a flask on a dragon to permanently trap it, but the players couldn't get it and use it for evil means. Ah, interesting. Yeah, at the end of the day, Pokemon is pretty inherently evil. But, like, I don't think it's any more evil than, like, running around and just murdering Pokemon, right? Maybe it is. Maybe it's more evil than that. What have I done? What is this? Oh my goodness. Is that too creepy? Is that a funny sticker? Does that read? Do people understand what the hell is going on here? Some kind of bean ghost. I am the legume of future past. Are beans legumes? I think they're legumes. Or are beans beans? If you think about it, it does say that Pokemon have human souls and humans have Pokemon souls. Ooh, that's weird. I mean, the reason you have several people for certain fandoms saying it's okay to do this with Pokemon is because they're not animals, and they're humans because they have human souls. So, I don't know how to look at that. All you feed me is puffin. I need Tauros meat. We don't kill Pokemon. We do. We do it for you. My beans. Man. I love and hate Lumpy Space Princess. Like, I think the initial introduction of Lumpy Space Princess was like, oh, that's an annoying character. But by the end, it's like, man, such a good character. So good. So good is that character. It's great. See, that I am unsure about. Like, we've seen people eat Pokemon, but we've also seen food, right? Like, and I don't know if having a human soul denotes cannibalism. But it's an interesting concept to think about. I think maybe I don't go flat on the bottom. I think I just go goo. 100% goo. Oh my god, what if we did like a sticker run of oozes as different classes? That would be really funny. Barbarian. And then for like the wizard, instead of the skull, it's just a book in it. It's got a book. That could be really funny. Ugh, I do not need more projects, but I love this idea. I just remember hearing someone in the manga that the only reason why Ash could do like Lucario Blast was because he had a Pokemon Soul. Man, I have no idea. He did a Lucario Blast or he survived one? If Ash starts getting weird Pokemon powers, I'm done. I'm gonna have to sit down and re-figure out how Pokemon do. I really liked the Pokemon Ranger concept. I think makes way more sense to me because like Ash just deciding like I'm gonna go become the best Pokemon battler ever by running around killing Pokemon seems like a very strange thing that I don't think the whole world would get behind, you know? I feel like there would be a lot of people that just want to study and protect and like Pokemon Snap, once again, same thing. I really love the Pokemon Snap concept, even though the game is not as fun as it could be. Because it's a rail shooter essentially. Just you're on a rail and you have to go snip, snap, snap. I like that concept for the world better than the battle arena. But I also love combat, like MMOs, so I'm not opposed to that, but it would make more sense, you know, if there were more options in the universe. Do we need the sword? Is the sword helpful? I think the sword is cute. Humans can have auras, psychic, electric, poison, ghost powers in the Pokemon world. Oh, is that why different gym leaders appear to look like? Interesting. What was the other concept? Pokemon is like, it's a video game for a dying kid or something. That's an interesting creepypasta. Fan concept, headcanon thing. I like that one. Humans can have some Pokemon abilities because their souls used to be Pokemon. Interesting. Interesting. I really liked Detective Pikachu. I thought that was a good movie. So, take that however you see fit. But I liked it. Maybe that's too dark. I think that's a little too dark. So I might do this. I might try to get that part of the body in there, and then we'll just shade the bottom. I'm going to go back over this. Oh, I actually got to paint this one. I think that'll be interesting. Instead of just doing the line art. Works too. Ash being in a coma. I'm not sure about this sword. Maybe the sword is just throwing it off. Maybe I need to scoot it over a little bit. Maybe it's too aggressive. Maybe the sword is just too aggressive. We could put some like gold coins in here. That could be interesting. Something's up with my Photoshop brush and it's making me mad. Why you do these? Is it me? I think it might just be like there's a percentage, like a place at where it can't decide how to do things once it's zoomed out so far. Maybe the sensitivity's not high enough, which doesn't make sense because it's a 4K screen. Like I'm trying to do too small of a line, but like small lines are fine. It's like just weirdly, huh? You know what? I think it's the brush. I think it might be the brush. There's just the point where it is not happy. Weird. I just drew all over for this. Else. We'll edit it out. We'll edit it out of the video. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're a little crooked, so let's boop, boop, boop. That's pretty cool. I like that. Ah! Too big. Let's go a little bit smaller. And a little chunkier. A little bit more chunk. What else would be fun? Maybe we should put a potion in him. That would be interesting. Keep saying him, but it's just an ooze. I don't think oozes have genders. That's interesting. Slimes might. Like mushrooms? Is that too cluttered? If that's too cluttered. Maybe it just needs to be a little more interesting. Maybe down here. Give it a little bit more of a teardrop bottle shape. I would like to hire an adventurer. Just reach into my body and take the coins. It's fine. It doesn't hurt me none. Maybe wear a glove. Looks like a circuit board. What should coins look like in D&D? That's something I don't think I've ever thought about. I mean, I assume coins. That was a weird combination of words. It's just a game theory. Yeah, fair enough. You seen Brock got older? Really? I didn't know that. That's weird. Ow. I'm right. There we go. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Damn, it's a slow day. There's barely anybody here. In the stream or at work? Because, I mean, it's a Friday. Generally, we don't get too many people on Fridays. Plus, it's a YouTube live stream, so generally don't get too many people for YouTube live streams either. This is for the Patreon members. Maybe I should post that I'm doing this. Maybe that would have been a smart thing to do. I guess I could still do that. I could also just release it as a video later. Like I said, I'm going to make a short out of this, I think. Just so we can have a little bit of... Like, here's the thing. My last video came out last month, and I was like, oh man, I need to get a video out. And I have 3 in the works right now, and it's just like, I need to streamline my process so I can start getting more out more frequently. So hopefully my plan will be to get this next one out next week, and then I'll have a quick drawing tutorial video, and then hopefully get some more why you should play videos out. So hopefully we'll have a bunch more videos coming up in the next few months. But I've been trying to improve my animation and play with animation, and just I keep getting bogged down in different softwares and trying things. And I don't know. I'm not sure if it's doing what I want, because really what it's doing is just slowing me down. But I also want the videos to improve. You know, I want the videos to constantly have new things and explore new things and give people new merch and things to play with and cards and art and stuff. So it's a process. It's a process. I don't want to be just a, you know, a talking head. I want to actually bring some cool art along with it. So it is what it is. You're in the stream. Yeah, that's okay. You know, like I said, Fridays are pretty chill. I'm not hurting for people. Effing chats. Click that share button. There's a TikTok floating around that's like, oh, you don't even have to actually share the video. Just click the share button, and it helps out your content creators. It's like, I don't know if that's true. Like, I don't know if YouTube or TikTok actually know. Like, if you click the share button, whether or not it actually cares that you posted anywhere. I guess I don't know how it would know. But it also seems weird. It's weird what the algorithm wants, you know? It's hard to learn those things. It's hard to know. Click that like button, comment, subscribe. Hang out and enjoy the art. That's all I really need you to do. Maybe type F in chat once in a while. That's it. All right, does this look like an ooze? Is this oozy enough? I think it is. I think it's okay. I think we're gonna paint it now. Maybe we'll give him a little internal circle. Then we'll have the outside be white. And then we'll give him a platform here. Something like that. That's not a bad sticker. I think that's a pretty cool sticker. I like that. Okay, let's give it a go. I'm going to drop this below, and I'm going to make this opacity really low on this, and then we're going to start filling this in. It's going to be like a mid-tone green. This is going to be our base. I might even make this a little blue. If in chat once in a while, yeah. We should do a thing where if you want to watch the video, you have to like post your favorite or least favorite D&D character. My name's Steven. I play Warlocks. And I just want to know, what's your favorite anime? It's like, okay, that's not related, but that's fine. Thank you, Steve, in the Warlock. I guess that works for Goldtooth the Kobold, right? I think Goldtooth's Lair is the name, but it'd be funny if you had to write your name. That would just be Rook the Human. I was thinking about, just as a joke, making an OnlyFans page for my art. And just to see what would happen if I started putting like semi-spicy fantasy sketches up on the internet on an OnlyFans page. But I couldn't think of a good name. Couldn't think of a good name for an OnlyFans page. I also like wouldn't promote it anywhere. It would just be sitting there. It would just be more work for a goof, which is not what I want. I don't want extra work for goofs. But what I missed? No, I didn't miss anything. That's just making fun of. Philip DeFranco was talking about starting an OnlyFans as a joke. I was like, I should do that. That would be really funny. I don't know how people would react to like, wait, Rook is an OnlyFans? And then you go there and it's just like rugby dancing. Not even like seductively, just rugby dancing. It would be really funny. Oops, wrong button. Okay, let's push into that blue now. Just draw thick kobolds. Maybe. I mean, yeah. Why not? Start an OnlyFans page called Thick Lizards. Let's see how's this looking. Oop. That looks like a little slimy boy. I like it. The Patreons have asked, and this is what they get. Cute little slimes. Cute little slimes. Maybe I should do the items in a separate layer and I can blend them later. That would be smart. Let's do that. How are people's? Ooh. Anybody have plans for the weekend? Da-dum-dum-da-dum-dum. 1 second here, let me look at this. Maybe I can go. Let's go back to the Twitch. Twitch. Nope, not Twitch chat. We're not on Twitch chat today. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. Work. The weekend is technically until Tuesday and Wednesday. Nice. Okay. I mean, bummer that you're at work, but also good that you have a set weekend, which is always good. Always good. I like having a set weekend. Painting is weird. Kind of have to plan things differently. Oh my club. How's the music? Music at good volume? Everyone happy? People can hear me, I hope. I'm using a new mic. So now this green is probably going to be here. Now we're going to add a little bit of blue to some of these. What's in that green goo? We don't know. Nobody knows. It could be anything. I like that. I like my lines. I don't think I can get rid of my lines. Even when I'm painting, it's like I want to do fun stuff with them. So I feel like I always have this conundrum of like, no, I gotta keep my lines. And it's like, nah. That's gonna be my. Let's get a palette out actually. So that's gonna be my dark lines. And then go back here and I go back to multiply. And then come back in here and I can just grab that and I can paint. I can paint stuff now. I really like that bright blue. But I think I'm gonna keep it inside the lines. Yeah, check that out. I like that. we'll clean up these circles. They are sharper. It might just be that we erase a lot of this stuff anyways, and just keep some of the lines where we want them. I'd rather have 2 separate days off instead of having back to back. When you work 5 days straight, exhausted. First day sleeping. Yeah, that's true. I used to do at the restaurant. They would give me Thursday, Sunday off, and that never let me. I never had the time because like I would sleep Thursday, and then I would get burned out Friday, Saturday, sleep Sunday, and then like technically Monday was like the best day for me to figure stuff out. Oh, good looking slime. Thank you, Oscar. How are you doing today? Welcome in. I'm gonna try to make a slime sticker for all the Patreons. It'll be fun. That's not how noses look. What am I doing wrong here? Oops, oh, this color. This one. That's better. Maybe it's the, yeah. There we go. So it's not flat. Finding that nice balance of like weekend to work day is tough, and I never really figured it out. For me, I think consistency was the best. Should we do a little more? I think we should do a little more goo transition. So like, let's get this white back. And we'll go in here and we'll just like, let's see what happens if we start adding some like reflection, some refraction bubbles in here. Good bloop. Ah, I didn't add any dark bubbles. That's what's going on. Excuse me. Has anyone seen the new Pinocchio movie? Oh, if not, I didn't know there was a new Pinocchio movie out. I forgot that they made a live action one a while back. Pinocchio. So this is darker color. I think we want to put. Oops, not there. I'll put it down here. I might even do this. I might take this, go like that, and then. Oh, but then I'd have to do. No, we can do it that way. We can do it this way. Check this out. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna go like that. We're going to create a clipping mask. Yeah. All right, let's try it a little bigger. And then we'll make that like... Ooh, boy. Pin light? Yeah, that's nice. Ooh, that's cool. I think we all know what colors I want to use. want to use like bright cyan or something. It doesn't seem to want to let me do that. The purple's not bad. Doing fine this Friday, drawing my stuff too. Some Dungeons & Dragons stuff for my crew. Nice. That's exciting. That is exciting. I am excited for tomorrow. Get to try to finish up. Try to keep my paladin alive. I'm a champion. I'm having a lot of fun with Pathfinder 2nd edition. So much so that it's breaking my brain for 5th edition. There's tons of having 3 actions in a turn makes so much more sense. Never realized how much of a struggle that was to make 5e work the way I want. If I do that, how's that look? Okay, we can do that. I think we're gonna grab this color, give it a little more orange, a little more yellow, so that it looks a little more like bone. And then we might have to green it up a little bit, but oh my god, I should do Jimmy John's today. That sounds amazing. Does Jimmy John's have hard bread where you guys are from? Or is it just, do I just have shitty Jimmy John's near me? I like soft sandwich bread, especially for like big hoagie sandwiches. Oh my god. It sounds so good. It sounds so good! Again, 5th edition was made to be quite controversial. A lot of convenient. Oh, it's made to be quite convenient for everybody. Yeah. Left and bare bones for everything. Yeah, I think it's great. 5e is great. I love it. Especially when you're creating a game. Like 5e is really easy to just slap stuff together. But I do love. I like the purple tint. Thank you, Oscar. There's something specifically for character creation that doesn't make sense in 5e that makes a lot more sense in 3.5. Yeah. It's just I think those little like extra complexities are the things that I'm missing the most. So I'm having a lot of fun with the champion. But I might die. I might die a horrible death. We'll find out. So this, I'm not a big fan of this right now. I think I want to get rid of a lot of this down here. We'll try to get a little bit of highlight layer in. It's just like, boop, peeking through. Yeah, that blue line is what I want. And then we need to clean up this edge so that it's not so chunky. I think I do want a lot more just like globules, I'm going to call them. I'm not actually sure I like this one here. Maybe I just need to play with it a little bit. Like, that's not bad. Give it some actual, like, different shapes. That's much better. I like that a lot more. A few more little dark circles. I like when a line just becomes kind of becomes shape. Does that make sense? And you're not really sure if it's an outline or just like a definition of texture around a shape or character. I really like that. So I'll probably play with that a little more. Really let the teeth get defined and stuff. Technically, I guess it's faking ambient occlusion with line art, which is more common than I think people would notice, but not something people talk about. Because essentially what thick line art is on comic books is your faking ambient occlusion. Nice touch. All we're missing now is a slogan of just works. And all hail Tom Howard. I don't know who Tom Howard is. It all works. I don't know what that means. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let me grab this blue. Oh, that needs to be over here. This blue, let's try that. Yeah. And we'll just grab this green, we'll cut into this highlight. Yep. Laughing stock of Bethesda. Oh no. I like Fallout 3. Just like what made him, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if that was just a dig that I didn't get, or if that actually has some legs. Is that something we're talking about, or is it just, did something happen, or are you just generally upset with the series? I guess is a better question. I like the series, even though they've had some issues. That's a lot of purple. What if I did like a soft light? No, I like that. I like the way that looks. Yeah, that's good. I do want the eyes to be darker, I think. Because like as it is right now, I feel like because you're going through the ooze, those should almost go to black. And it might be that we just have to darken up the, maybe we'll go with this purple. We'll get this purple down here. We'll fill that in on the eyes. It's like there really shouldn't be, there should be no light inside of that, right? Oh, we could give pin eye lights. That could be interesting. Bleep. This is looking funny. Refuse to give the rights to the Fallout series to people who can actually make a decent Fallout game. Doesn't have a super mutant in every single expansion. I want a super mutant. I like the super mutants. But I don't know. I think Bethesda could definitely use some help. Like I think their biggest struggle is that they're stuck using their engine. It's like you guys could just do something else. Who owns Bethesda right now? Are they still independent? I think I'm gonna have to drop a green filter on top of all these because it's not looking quite green enough to be in the ooze, you know? Blech. If I make this red, is that gonna come through? Oh yeah, no, that comes through pretty good. What does a potion inside of a mimic look like? Well, let me tell you. Bad. Looks bad. And this cork is essentially just not gonna have color. It's going to fill up this spot here, but it's going to get washed out real hard, which is fine. It's just gotta do its thing. Glass is always weird to draw, and then when you're drawing glass inside of another liquid, it's really hard to see. The little potion is health potion, or is it more like blood? I don't know why he would have a vial of blood in him, but I also don't know if a healing potion would do much else. So who knows? Who knows? Does he benefit from drinking blood over potions? So things like microtransactions. I mean, yeah, I think Elder Scrolls and Fallout 76. I don't know. Is there still content being made for Fallout 76? I don't know. Not my jam. Not my jam anymore. I think there have been a lot of video game taboos lately. Not lately. In the past that have kind of changed the industry in a way that I've not been happy with, but once again, that's not really not my place to try to fix it. So if I ever actually start up a video game company, then I'll start complaining about stuff. But Fallout 76 got released too early, and I think that was their biggest flop. So I don't know if they need. Man, old Fallout games, so good. I should go back and play that. I should play Tactics again too. That was really good. Fallout Tactics was great. This should probably be dark as well. Whoops. I cannot erase here. I have to just repaint. I have to paint over. No erasing, just painting over. Here we go. Did I do that right? That doesn't fit there. That looks right. Okay, there we go. Maybe I should be doing it this way. Maybe I should create a new layer, put a clipping mask on the dark there, and then I can just paint over. Yeah, nope, that helps. Pull the green out of the line art on the skull and just make that part of it darker. Whereas down here, I can leave all that light, and it'll be fine. I think that helps. And then because of that, I can actually go in here, keep the same color, and I can add a lot more detail into the skull without screwing up any of the color variation. world concept was a big flop. Scripts just show up before the master made. Yeah, sorry, Goldtooth. I guess I didn't play 76 at all. I watched my friends play it a little bit, so I don't have anything really to add to it. I would appreciate it if we try to keep the chat positive instead of just shitting on a game that we aren't talking about. But aside from that, I don't want to say your grievances aren't valid, because they are. I don't think it's currently the correct place to talk about it. Ooh, should I put some like runes on the skull? That could be interesting. Keep chat positive. Yeah, let's do a rune. I think that would be interesting. Maybe, yeah, and then that's where I can get my bright blue from. Here we go. Just etch a. We need to put this down here. Etch a nice little blue cut out into the skull. Maybe that won't work out because of the blue outline. I might have to go back in and do it separately, a different color. Or have it above a shadow layer so that it like pops. Do like a vivid light. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think he needs little eyeballs. I think that's a little too much. I gotta draw the line somewhere. Sorry, Goldtooth. Just like I said, try to keep chat positive. My question is: should slimes be single or multicellular creatures? Dr. Random, that's a great question. Is it all one being, or is a mass of cooperative cell organisms like cyanospores? Yeah, that is a great question. My it's kind of what I was asking earlier about slime molds versus slime creatures, right? It's definitely something that could be looked at a little differently in a few different ways. Because if it's just a singular organism, there's all kinds of weird shit that it could be. Could just be a singular thing, right? Like, let me rephrase that. If it's a singular organism, then you have basically all the single cell mechanisms to deal with. Flagella, different types of eating problems. Sorry, I'm getting really focused on light here. 1 second. Because yeah, like single-celled organisms are crazy. Like they just rumble around, bump into stuff, and eat it, right? Like that's awesome and terrifying. So that would make sense for a slime. But then once you poke it, it just kind of drains out and it dies, which in my mind is not not an ooze. So I think it being a massive cooperative cell organism is like so. Is it a siphonospore? Is that like a bacterial colony, or like? Because molds and slimes are they colonies or are they? I think they're colonies of spores, right? Or are they one giant? Because like mycelial networks are giant creatures that just pop fungus out. Or can they be colonies? I don't know. I constantly have this argument with people of like, are we are not single cell organism. We're like a collection of cells, right? But like why don't our cells count as individual cells if they're removed from our bodies, like single cell organisms? Because they can't survive on their own? It's an interesting question. I feel like I know the answer to this, and I have just long forgotten it. Or I'm just not paying attention. That's also a thing that happens to me sometimes. No. This one. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what this looks like inside the goo now. Not bad. I feel like this might be a little too dark. I might need to bring this up a little bit, but I like the purple. So maybe ooh, that's interesting. If that saturation goes all the way, ooh, damn. That gets weird real fast. Interesting. Maybe it's based on the lightness. Probably because of the pin light, would be my guess. Siphonospores are sea creatures. Well, that's another weird word. That appear to be one large... Oh, like a jellyfish, okay. Like animals, but are actually a colony of organisms that work together and maintain homogeny. Man-of-war jellyfish are an example of that. Okay, gotcha. So with man-of-war jellyfish specifically, like, are they born without those things, or are they all born at the same time? Does that make sense? Like, that always weirded me out. They just keep bumping into each other? Like, what are they if they're not bumped into each other? Are they each individual creatures that can exist without the other? Did I accidentally draw a... I feel like I've drawn Skeletor's head. Fleeing a battle. This was supposed to be cutesy, and I don't know if it's cutesy anymore. Maybe I made it look too angry. Make this actually look like gold for once. I feel like I do an okay job from time to time, but a lot of the time my stuff stops looking like gold, and I don't know why. I don't do the highlights right, maybe? Gold is a weird color. Maybe I don't go dark enough. Colony of organisms that look like microcellular organisms but aren't quite. Manifold jellyfish is an example. Okay, we already talked about that. I got both of those. The individuals are called zooids. Okay, there's something that like single cell can divide within and find a colony. Interesting. Oh, can diversify when they find a colony. Got it. Got it. But do they grow? I think we got to do this. I think we got to grab this green. We got to get this. We got to go wham. And we got to make that a soft light or something. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that looks nice. That looks nice. What happens if I stretch this out? Get it down here. That adds a nice bit of green toning to the top of that. Should I put that underneath? I probably should. Okay. Then this is still on top, and I think we're actually going to just steal that blue and keep going with it. Nice little blue diffusion in here. Too bright? I don't think it's too bright. Let's see what happens here. How's that look? That's not bad. Is it too scary? Did I make this too scary? Manifold, they start as a bud and develop over time into functional creatures that then can move and hunt, etc. Honestly, the best metaphor I can think of is the reproduce by creating a bud that actually like a spawning point for other zooids. Okay. Zooids? I think zooids is the term. And it remains stationary or idle until it has enough units to function. Interesting. Okay. Very strange. Very strange. Creepy, creepy fish. Tricky fish. Look. Just cut out a little bit of dots here. Yeah. The same here. I don't know if I like that amount of blue. It's a little too intense, especially for being inside the thing. I'm going to erase some of it. A little too much. Tone it down a little, Oozling. Tone it down. And we'll go back and give it some dots. And I think we're going to come in here and just find some white spots. A little white. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Maybe these are actual air bubbles. Little white reflections. I may be useless when it comes to art stuff, but at least I can prove random biology and chemistry facts. I mean, that's good. Knowing stuff is important. Knowing stuff is half the battle. Okay. We're going to come in here, go down here. Ooh, that looks like shit. Let's see if we can find a good background color for this little. Might actually just be gray. Might be a light gray. Maybe we'll add some speckle to it or something. That's not too shabby. And then we'll come down here and we'll do another one. Actually, I might just clone that out. I might just copy it here. Make it a little bigger so it fits that thing I drew. Right about there. And then we're just going to come in here and cut it off right there. Delete. Okay. And then I think I'm going to round that a little bit. Just round that off. Go U. Oops. Control T. Control U. Colorize. Should probably be a little. Should be darker than the goo. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think I still want it to be very medium toned. But it could be the same color-ish of the floor. That would give it a little bit of transparency feel to it. So we'll do something like that. Try to find the same lightness as that purple. Slime can be undead? Question mark. I missed some stuff here. I like the idea of slimes being like enormous amoebas. I do too, but at the same time, like I said, like if you stab an amoeba, I think it dies. I'm not sure about that though. Just hanging around to develop intelligence. Yeah, slimes can be undead. I like the undead slimes. I got the idea of spirit-eating slimes, a slime that hunts down ghosts, wraiths, and that kind of stuff. That's pretty cool. I like that. The ghost-eating slime sounds pretty awesome. They are like mold, aren't they? I think they can be molds for sure. I've run them that way in the past. Let's go ahead and clean up this background area. Whew, I erased the butt. Don't want to do that. Don't want to erase the butt. Very important part. Very important. Can't get rid of that slime butt. Okay, now we can go back down here. Like this. Go back in here and clean this up. Did I screw something up? Hope I didn't. What if I do this? What if I just lighten that out? Yeah, okay, that's not bad. Then we can come back in here, turn all this poop off, grab this green. Let me come back down here because this is going to be like. Should be. Oh, I have all that blue on there. I think that's what's going on. I think this is too. This is kind of overpowering everything. Yeah. So we want a little bit of a shadow here. Bounce light is good, but like we need a little bit of a shadow. Cobalt Press has a slime called a fabricator. It can eat organic or metallic materials and use them to fabricate items and weapons and even golems. That's interesting. Like, is that a created thing, or why would they? That seems like a strange evolutionary trait to have. Okay, I'm gonna create this. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna grab these. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this one. No, I think I'm just gonna use the burn tool now that I think about it. I want that to be soft, and I'm gonna go. Okay. I feel like this is one of those times when it should say like "Have a nice day" or something. It's like a bumper sticker. Skip Cat is snoring behind me. Pretty funny sounding. It was selected the bread to do this by mind flayers and beholders. Okay, well that makes sense then. So at that point it's just a kind of biological machine, right? Instead of a... I would not use one of those as a player, but I guess you could. If you keep putting magical devices in it, eventually it might wake up. Alright, we're gonna grab some concrete. We got some concrete. Yep. Oh, what did I do? Not what I wanted. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna make that a new layer and merge them. Okay, turn those off. We are going to rasterize this layer. We're going to make it black and white. I want that to be maximum black. Okay. Now I'm going to do a difference layer on that. Bloop. Make it a Clipping mask. Did not quite do what I wanted. Let's invert that. See what that does. That's a little too dirty. I don't like that as much. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's not right. I think I want to create this, and then I want to do that, and then put that on that. No, I've screwed this up already. I have screwed this up already. That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. There we go. Okay, that's back. Let's turn this off so we have that. We'll go up to this paintbrush. Let's see if we have a good crusty brush somewhere. I'm not enjoying that either. Backgrounds are tough. Backgrounds are always hard for me. Get some nice glass. Let's try that. Let's try adding some nice glass. Bam. I like that. I like that a little bit. What if I make this just like... No, that's terrible. Nothing good just happened, so that's fine. So let's turn this off. Let's disable this layer. Disable layer mask. Go back to here. Go back to our main brush. Ooh, make it small. Make it small. Oh, right, this was supposed to be a... Whoops. This was supposed to be round. I forgot already. I forgot already that this was supposed to be a round sticker. So if we do...
Round?
Yeah. Rounder.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm exhausted.
Doing lots of work?
It was not a lot of work, but it was in a very hot condition and almost had heat stroke, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, no fun. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'll try not to.
Fortunately, I think you're jumping in right as we're about done, which is cool.
That's a cute ooze.
I hope it's a cute ooze.
I think it's cute.
Okay, good. The options were cute ooze or sexy ooze, and I was like, ooh, I hope I do this right.
Cute ooze will give you more views.
I hope so.
Sexy ooze would attract all the wrong attention.
Would thou like to partake in some sexy ooze pictures? I can't tell if there's a glare on my screen or my eyeballs are just breaking.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's a little weird. Trying to figure out this background. It's not going well. My problem, I know with a lot of my stickers I make them too dark, so maybe bright white should be fine. Maybe I just need to make this more interesting.
I know this does not help you, but I was like, oh, that'd be so cute as like a little flask with an ooze in it.
We could do that, but like the thing is,
You've already got your everything's already been done, so
yeah,
ignore my suggestion.
I was thinking about that earlier, but like I want to make this a round sticker because there are like that's what I have,
Mm-hmm.
and so I want to make it a round sticker, but it the flask would be pretty funny.
That would also could count as a for your item videos.
Yeah, ooze in a jar.
Yep.
That's not a bad point.
Future idea.
Future idea, exactly. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. At this point, I'm going to grab all of this stuff, which is all of the ooze, and I'm going to make a copy of it, and I'm going to merge it, and I now have a finished ooze drawing. We're going to save this before I forget. This is going to go in the sticker folder. Stickers! Ooze! Okay. And then I think we're going to, essentially what we can do now, ooh, that's interesting, is turn everything else off. Except the background we want to keep. Yep. And now I can just delete this, whatever this is. And now we do the, the collected, ooh, that's not what I wanted. This is essentially like a final paint over, which will bring a lot of the colors and stuff together, so we can just kind of figure out where things should be without fighting the layers. Get a lot of really cool colors and stuff in here. I hope that's the plan. That is the plan. Really merge everything together. Make this really feel oozy.
Make Drublex proud.
Fear the Ooblix.
Should we fear them?
I don't know.
Or should we just pity them? It's like, you're not a real ooze.
You're not a real ooze, you're not a real person. Just get out of here.
You're just, honestly, a slightly more interesting version of a changeling.
Yep. I kind of like to think of Ooblix as, or, yeah, is it Jublix or Ooblix? I always say Ooblix. On accident.
Ooblix. Jublix is the demon lord.
Yeah.
Of the ooze.
I feel like they are just changelings, and they're like, we turn into goo. It's like, cool. I guess that's all right.
Actually, not really wrote it, but thought of like a little homebrew for changelings the other day. Drawing a bit from Elden Ring. It's like, oh, they bleed silver.
Oh, weird. Oh yeah, I guess that would make sense. From if you're using the Elden Ring thing.
Yeah.
Weird metal creatures.
Because like they have like weird, milky, translucent skin in their natural state. It's like, you could just tweak that just ever so slightly to make it silver.
I don't see why not. If you learn to replicate anything it eats and make stuff to survive the strategy, it makes it what I think it needs to protect itself. It was selectively bred to do that. Definitely want to scare dungeon. Yeah, I definitely think so. But the thing with that, though, is like that's something that I think if you give a replicator to any player, they are going to try to break it. So putting that stuff in the game is dangerous. I think is the thing I always worry about.
Like the Star Trek replicator?
Yeah, we were talking about oozes that can do that. Oozes that can replicate things. It's like dangerous. They're gonna steal it. Do mind flayers, not mind flayers, but do beholders need that? I thought beholders could just kind of warp reality. But maybe that's how they do it. Maybe it's it's one of those
I'm
chicken
not sure.
and egg things.
Because no, I can't finish my thought.
Fair enough.
Oh, no, that was fine. Yeah, I don't know, because beholders have such long and complicated lore that has changed and been tweaked over the years, so I'm not sure wizards fully know what a beholder could do.
I feel like beholders are just kind of like the end-all be-all bad guys. And so
I
it's
mean, they
really
are
easy.
iconic.
Yeah,
So.
that's what I mean. Like, because they're the iconic bad guy, it's really easy for them to be like, you know what, this Beholder's just gonna do whatever, and that'll make a cool story hook. Thing is happening because Beholder's kind of like just, oh yeah, Lex Luthor invented a machine that does that thing exactly. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. They're almost more of a plot device than actual, like,
Yeah,
characters.
which is okay.
I mean, fits the whole aberrant thing, I guess.
Yeah, not supposed to make a lot of sense. It just is.
It's like, why is there an ocean in the Underdark, full of atlas? Because we need it to be.
Because it'd be weird if it was full of tuna fish. We are the dark tuna. We spurn the light.
Dark tuna.
Dark tuna, yeah.
Not related to tuna, but like, imagine like Underdark sunfish, just swimming through.
I mean, what if it was related to tuna, though? What if they were exactly like tuna in every way, except they had made a cult where they just hated the sun? And it's like, we tuna don't like the sun either. It's like, yeah, but you don't hate it like we hate it. So, it's like, all right, be that way, I guess. Fucking elitist tuna. Get out of here.
Do myconids hate the sun?
I think some of them have sunlight sensitivity, but I don't think that's all of them. Because there are some that just they live in forests and grow fungal farms, which seems weirdly sexual or just cannibalistic, and it's strange to me. But I guess maybe they're not growing it to eat it. Maybe they're growing it because babies, which does make it kind of sexual, which is weird. But hey, I'm not here to judge. Hey, baby, you want to go grow a farm?
I mean, but that's also how, like, fungus grows anyways in huge colonies.
Yeah.
So.
Not here to judge.
Morale.
Dude, you don't step in another man's garden. Get out of here.
Speaking of gardens.
Is your garden going well?
Yes, actually.
That's good.
I have enough pumpkins that I can actually sell and make a profit.
Nice. Is that just a farmer's market thing, or?
Oh, probably would. The first two of the pumpkins.
We were talking to some.
They're heavy.
We were talking to some local farmers, and they were telling us about their Christmas tree rental service, and I was like, "Excuse me." Yeah, they grow Christmas trees, and then people rent them out, and then at the end of the year, they return them.
So I guess they don't cut them down, but
Yeah,
they give
them to you in like a pot. So you just have a live Christmas tree all season.
That seems so much more practical than watering it a stump.
Yep, I agree. It's like, yeah, that makes way more sense.
And also made pepper relish before I went and did work this morning.
Pepper relish. Like, just spicy relish with green peppers and stuff?
Essentially, it was like, I had lots of green peppers, so I washed them, put them in the food processor, twist them up a little bit, and then sugar, vinegar, onions, garlic,
Sounds pretty good.
Oh yeah, and some dried cayenne peppers I had.
Cayenne pepper.
Don't exactly know how well they turned out, but first time making it, so.
Yeah. I have a lot of pickles that are like 4 years old in my pantry, and it's just like I need to get rid of those and make more.
Yeah. After old pickles are not good pickles.
Yeah. Yep. The beholders represent anti-players, like if the party met a monster with their level of meta intelligence and super wacky assortments of powers. Okay, I like that. There's a memory-eating slime that you want to attack it, and it eats away. Eats the way you learn to use your weapons. Ooh, that's funny. I like that. You lose proficiency, like except in like. That's funny. That's interesting. One, it would suck as a player, and two, all it really does is give you a -2. So like, whatever. Armor proficiency.
If they did negative levels, that would be pretty.
Yeah.
It's like you are now a level 3 fighter.
I mean, that's a thing that used to exist. Yeah.
Yep.
If you could just retroactively remove the hit points you gained at your last level, it's like, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see why that went.
Yeah. The way I've done it in the past with negative levels is I have you roll a die for the temporary hit point loss. I think what you're supposed to do is just remove like the Constitution bonus. But I don't know. My players killed a big bad with that. I thought it was pretty interesting. They just kept draining his levels until he just died from it. And I was like, all right, yeah. I'm not gonna. That's fine.
Sounds rough, Betty.
Yep.
Okay, this is going into the cat memes.
Ooh. Sorry.
I guess technically the actual cat. It's not my actual cat.
The Publishers Clearinghouse called me just now.
That thing still exists?
I don't know. But if it does, they're apparently working out of a call center with an active washing machine in the background. So that was cool.
Seems a bit sketchy.
Yeah.
So Team Ninja's new video game that's coming out.
Team Ninjas? Oh, nice, okay.
I sent you a trailer for it last night.
Oh, okay. I did not look at that yet. I saw the link and I was like, alright. We'll look at that later.
Yeah, it's a separate game from Neo, so it's its own separate storyline.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. It's like something Soul, right?
It is called Wulong, and it's based during the Three Kingdoms period of China.
But it's not actually a Souls game. Like let me. I looked at the title.
Yeah, it's not like made by From Software.
Okay.
But they, in an interview, they did say that they are drawing on the Souls-like genre.
Gotcha.
So
I'm sad that it's only for the PS5 and 4, but at the same time, like you just got one, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So totally fine for you.
Yeah. I mean, it's Team Ninja, so they'll probably like do all the DLC, and then when they do their Game of the Year version, they'll release it for everyone.
What was Neo was an interesting game. It was fun.
Yeah.
Like it worked out really well for multiplayer in some aspects, and some aspects were kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate that you could play. You could all progress by doing the story. I like that.
Yep.
Like,
And you didn't have to worry about people freaking invading you.
Yeah. Yep.
See, I never realized this. I was watching a person react to it,
Mhm.
and it's like, and they mentioned that Neo has great combat, but terrible level design.
Yeah.
I was like, started thinking, it's like, oh, they do, they really do.
My big thing
I was
with
like,
yeah, go ahead.
I never noticed it myself, but thinking back, I was like, yeah, I see, yeah,
Something they did was they would put really, really tough bosses in strange places, and so there were parts of the game where you would just go forward and die horribly, and it's like, why is that guy right there? Like, it doesn't
yeah,
make sense to put that there. Um,
yeah,
and so you were constantly like weaving around the map. But I think their initial intent, and I saw something about this, is why I say it, is they were saying that they wanted to make it so that you could make the game harder by choosing directions, and like deciding not to fight things, which is not something that a lot of games do. It's usually just like clear cut the game. They're like,
yeah.
no, we want you to dodge things in this game. We want you to go different paths. Um, and
If you want.
if you want, yeah. But when we were playing, well, like a lot of those times, we felt like you had to do things, and it could have been because we had 3 people and like we weren't being stealthy at all, and we were just like, it's hard to be stealthy with 3 people in a game like that.
Also, the game does get harder if you have more people.
Yeah,
I will say that.
that was the other thing
Having
we discovered.
One person's fine. 3 people, it's
The bosses are just damn near
horrible.
invincible. Yeah, and that was the other thing
Horrible.
we were running into is if you play with 3 people, the demon forms do not work. You're not gaining energy fast enough to use it, and it drains so fast because nothing dies from it that it's just like, why are we doing this? So you get
Yeah.
to a boss, all 3 of you charge up, you all pop the thing, and it's down less than a quarter of its life, and it's just like, yeah, we're hosed. So
Yeah.
it's they made it so you could play with your friends, which was really cool, and they made it function, which was great. Like, that's something that a lot of games can't handle well, but they failed at actually scaling their game to it in a way that made 3 players entertaining, because a lot of stuff just didn't function because it was too hard, or it scaled funny.
Yeah.
But it's still a good game. It's definitely a good game. It's definitely worth playing.
Yeah. I was in the video I was watching. They were also mentioning that they're no longer going to be focusing so much on loot as they did in Neo games.
Oh god, that was so bad. That was I think my biggest complaint is they're like, here's a shit ton of armor, all of it's garbage, break it down into stuff, and then use none of that stuff ever. It's like, what? Just why? Why?
I mean, I used it because if you craft it, it has lower stat requirements.
Oh, okay,
So then-
that was not a problem for me. I never didn't have stat, like I was never something was too low. For me, it was just
Oh, yeah.
every time it was just like, just auto mulch everything. I don't want any
Yeah.
of this shit. They're like, no, we're gonna hide your gear in with the stuff you can mulch, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna lock it, and then I want to auto mulch everything. Please stop giving me gear. Just give me money.
I've actually ran out of space
Yeah,
in Neo.
yeah.
I was like, oh god.
That's real
Yeah,
bad.
so that... I mean, you'll probably still get loot, obviously. What's the fun of killing something and not getting some loot from it? But it's like, it is not going to be the big thing.
Yeah, like
Also,
we
there's
got
no stamina.
we got halfway
now.
through the game, and then I realized, I'm like, wait, you can craft shit? Like, it was
Yeah,
it was
like you-
so... In the multiplayer
you-
setting, they throw so much gear at you that it wasn't something that I felt like I needed. It was almost overwhelming for me.
Why do you think you went to the blacksmith?
Yeah, they were just annoying and in the way. It's like, shut up, I don't care. I'm not interested in your story. I just want to see what's happening.
But,
Find the
Yeah, so
demon
they're-
cheese. It's like, I don't want the demon cheese. I'm good.
so they've also are going to get rid of the stamina bar.
Interesting.
There's no stamina.
I built a character that was just maximum stamina, so I could just keep Tomfa punching people. That was fun. It was so
You would
useless.
also made a really great axe player, too.
It was
Because the
super
axe
useless.
scales off
Yeah,
stamina.
yeah, that was some interesting stuff with Neo.
But it does look like you can... It looks like how Neo, the original Neo is, where you can, like, occasionally pop out like a little spirit to throw some fire around, but that's
Mhm.
it.
Interesting.
That was very much like what Neo 1 had.
Neo
Neo
2's
2 is
big
when-
thing was the demon form.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I never played the first one.
I played it, and oh my god, it's so much harder
Oh, yeah.
than Neo 2. It's like, oh god, this is like me playing Dark Souls 1 for the very first time.
Dark Souls 1 is rough.
It's chunky.
Yeah. Everything's
Frame
weird.
rate just drops.
Yep.
It's a bride.
Hello, hello. Welcome in. We're almost finished. We're almost finished with this, and then I get to go work on the video some more.
Oh, was there no video today?
No, I didn't get the video done. I have a lot of it put together. It's just not. I didn't want to rush it.
Yeah, never rush it.
Oop.
But, yeah, it's supposed to come out.
Hello, everyone. Thank
People
you.
are guessing about first quarter for 2023.
Nice. That'll be awesome.
I was like, oh, that early. I was expecting late 2023.
Late 2023.
It's like, oh, early. So probably March.
Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty fast. Oh, actually, when was the last time? I guess Neo 2 came out quite a while ago, didn't it? 3 years now? 4 years?
I think about 3.
3.
Let me see.
Bro, thank you for the tip. I
I
do appreciate that. I hope you're doing
'Cause
well
I-
today.
Because I got it right before the last DLC dropped. And I was like, it before the new year.
The DLC too.
Oh, it was only 2 years ago.
Wow. Weird.
March 12th, 2020.
Super weird.
Because I got it during the pandemic.
I wonder if they released it because they're like, shit, we gotta close everything down. Just to ship the
possible.
game. That was pandemic day. I know because it's my birthday. And I remember being like, oh god, I've wished this upon everybody. How horrible.
How dare you?
How dare I? I got that survivor guilt.
I hope people don't have survivor guilt about the pandemic.
Well, I mean, it seriously was. I was like, man, I don't want to go to work. I really wish I didn't have to go to work today. And it was my birthday, and then they were like, no more work. And I was like, oh, fuck. What did I do? So
What have you done, sir?
yeah, I was like, oh, God. I always have said that my birthdays are bad luck, and, you know, didn't disappoint me that year. Again, that's it. So.
Yeah, it
Oh, Brian, I'm sorry.
Well,
I
it
can't
was
see the
about
Discord.
March when.
I assume you were talking over here. Nope, it's just Corvus. Okay. Am I in the wrong channel? I'm in Corvus's channel. Here we go. Hello, Brian. Wait, is this a curse or a blessing? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Just ordered new kitchen cabinets. Not doing well. Ooh, no. Ooh. Big did your cabinets explode or something? Like, I always have this fear of when I'm putting away dishes that it's just gonna fall off the wall because I didn't install it, and I have no idea if the person that did install my counter, like my cabinets, did it right. It's just like, ugh. So one of these days I'll probably rip all mine down and build my own. But
Oh, ye of little faith.
yeah, no, I have no faith. I have no faith in the guy that put a garden hose in my freaking wall.
Okay, I guess that makes it. But would it have been the same person?
I don't know. That's one. I have no idea. I have no idea. There's no way for me to know. No way. I think I'm going to turn this into a token. I didn't think about that. A pet slime. That's pretty great. And I'm just now realizing that I have missed an opportunity. Boop, boop.
Would Finny have a pet slime?
She might. That's a good question. I don't know if Finny would have a pet slime. She had a pet owl homunculus for a while. That was fun.
I remember you saying to me about that.
I kept, like, because the thing with the homunculus is you can, like, do all kinds of things, like give them extra arms and stuff, and I started doing that all the time.
Yeah.
My players didn't care. And I'm like, you're not going to ask about the three-eyed owl? Okay, well, you know what? This isn't a fun gag anymore. I feel like I'm just torturing this animal for no reason, so I stopped doing it.
You are.
Yeah. This is weird and dark, and I don't like it.
Three-eyed owl. That was the worst boss in Neo for me.
Which one?
The three-eyed owl.
I don't remember that one.
That mission alone made me want to quit. Actually quit. I was like, I hate this mission so much. You're like going through this mountain pass and you'll see this owl projecting like a dark realm, and if you shoot it in the eye,
is that the one that turned into the giant castle? That one was a pain in the ass.
No, but yeah, though that one was a bit. That one was just like annoying to fight, not very dangerous. But this one, like getting to the boss, was like you had to go through these dark realms and like shoot it in the eye, or get in its spotlight so you can actually dispel the dark realm.
I think I do remember that, but I didn't have to deal with it because I was the tank, and my friend. My friend was doing a ranged class, like he was running around with a bow. And so
I was mostly soloing my missions.
Didn't have to deal with any of it. Great clipping mask. There we go. Literally, I had one cabinet just collapse when I went to put the new countertops. So I said, "Fuck this." Yeah, right.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, was it like the lower cabinet? The countertop actually crushed it? Is that what happened? Redo the whole kitchen soon. Went to a place and ordered a few. Yeah. Oh, that's awful.
Okay, Brad, that's...
Out of shells for me. No more doors. No more doors. Yeah, I like the open face kitchens. I honestly don't like cabinet doors. But now that I have cabinet doors, I just like... I don't want to take them off because everything looks like shit. But if I could build my own, I would just build them without it.
So, Brad, that's not terribly far off from what we were discussing, the Mimic Castle.
Yeah.
Just, except for branches, it's like hairy tentacles with eyes. That's what I was talking about.
Okay, I remember that. I remember that bird.
Yep. Shoots out a laser beam, shoots up wraiths. It's like, oh god, just stop already. Yeah, I went through, leveled up a bunch of ninjutsu and got a bunch of bombs for it, just to get rid of it.
I tried to do a shuriken build in that game. I leveled up all the ninjutsu so I could get as many shurikens as possible, and it was garbage.
You weren't probably wearing the right armor.
I was wearing the ninjutsu armor. Like, there was nothing better for. My friend's just like, that's not a good idea. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And he's like, it's not a good idea. The shurikens in this game don't do damage. They're just there to annoy people. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And then he was right. They're not a viable option because like you can do a build where you just like pop off a whole bunch of shurikens, but you don't have enough to like do a whole. At least not in third person, 3 people. You don't have enough to like get through.
Yeah. 3 people.
Yeah. So if you're like doing a boss fight, it wasn't terrible because I could pace it out to have enough different kinds of shurikens to get to a boss. But like trying to do a level, it's just like, well, I'm out. I got to use the chain knife now, and it's terrible. Spin, 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 spin. How's this look? Does this look functional? Am I going crazy? I'm not sure. That's not terrible.
I don't think you're going crazy.
I think I can make... Should I make the ooze thing a little bigger? Maybe I'll make everything smaller. It's probably going to look better in the long run.
Yeah, I did a ninjutsu build, and the one I used was the Flying Kanto armor. The one that has hawk feathers all over it.
Gotcha.
the build I used to actually get through my first time was a Surigama build, so the chain knife.
I like them as a weapon type. I don't get too many people. I think I've had like one person commission me a character with one, but I like them. I like them as a concept. They're just drawing chains is a pain in the butt. So.
Well, yeah, like makes sense. There was a few really cool looking ones in the game.
Ooh.
But once they released the staff, that's all I played.
Yeah. Brian, did you get the countertop thing taken care of? Like, did it break the new countertop? Like, did you have to? Are you having it custom built? Or you just got new shelves to put it on? The only downside to those, and this is one of the reasons that I still have, I'm gonna try something like this. The cabinets particularly does have to be a thing. Yeah. The only downside to that is when you do, like, if you do a lot of frying or you cook a lot of bacon, all of that grease will just stick to your glasses. So you have to wash everything all the time. But I think it looks better. It's more work.
We never had to worry
keep things
about that.
cleaners. Keep things
Because
clean.
our stove is not attached to our cabinet. It's off in a corner
Nice.
by itself. So that's where the gas line is.
I think I'm gonna grab a little bit more red. It's a little too pink for me. I'm just gonna put that in here.
Pink.
A little bit pink. Oops, that's on the wrong layer. I'm like, that's not doing anything. Why isn't it doing anything?
What the Surigama's in second? It is.
Yeah, I had one in, so my Antic, my Frost Ninja, he was originally a Frost Ninja. He had a pair of those with frost on them, so they did cold damage. That was a lot of fun. But then I discovered the shurikens, and I was like, oh my god.
They apparently buffed it from second, like going into second edition.
Interesting. The first edition, it was basically only good because I could do sneak attack and trip. The damage was hot garbage. It was like a D4 or something.
Yeah.
But
It's now D8 in second edition.
wow. That might be way better.
And it's now versatile. So you can either do versatile meaning like it's between its damage types. So you can do slashing with the sickle or bludgeoning with the weighted end. It now has disarm, reach, and trip.
Yeah.
So.
Super powerful. What do people think? How are people? Is this good? People happy with this? Is this an adequate sticker that people would like to get?
Did you make the circle smaller or the ooze bigger?
I made the circle smaller.
Okay. I wasn't sure which way you went with it. I'm like, something's different.
What is happening?
I like it.
Make it bigger again. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nope.
Stainless steel. Ugh.
What's that? Oh, stainless steel. I just changed from wood to stainless steel, damn it. I may have just changed. I mean, kitchens, right? Like, professional kitchens, that's what they're on. You put that down, you put down a rubber mat, you put all your dishes on there. It's fine. Works great. Super easy to clean. You just take them all out, wipe it down. Nice.
I would like to have a wood stove, please.
Do you want to cook with a wood stove? I can tell you right now, it's not fun. That's what you want.
Maybe a wood oven. Make some tandoori bread.
Oh my god, I am clicking all the wrong buttons.
Oh no. What are you doing? Be good. Sorry if you hear barking.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I don't need the background circle. It's just a little ooze boy. Maybe I should do this. Nope, that looks like crap. What even is this? What have I done? Oh, I shrank the... Interesting. Interesting. No, that's right. Okay.
So, Pathfinder still confuses me how they classify their weapons.
Okay.
So there's a sword called a dueling sword. It's basically a katana longsword combination. And it's an advanced weapon. I was like, there's nothing advanced about it. It doesn't do anything special. It just
weird.
Literally has the finesse trait.
Well, that, I mean, if it's a two-handed weapon with finesse, that's pretty powerful.
No, it's just one-handed.
Oh.
In second edition, it's a one-handed sword with the finesse and uncommon trait, and has the versatile piercing trait, which is not uncommon for a longsword.
Yeah, this sounds like the argument I had about the trident. The trident is a martial spear, but has no other effects on it. It's like, what? Why though?
Yeah, it's like a bladed hoop. Okay, I get why that would be an advanced weapon. You basically have a hula hoop of knives around it. Makes sense. But like, why is a butterfly sword a advanced weapon?
Yeah, I don't know. I know a woman in Michigan in an old house that I could hook you up with. She might still have a few stoves like these. She might sell you. Oh my god, that would be so awesome.
I would have that just as a prop piece in my house. Are those like deer on it?
Probably. Yeah, little deer.
Amazing.
Little deer heads.
Yeah, I better not show that to my mom. She will spend all her money trying to get it.
Mom! I can't do it. I can't do the scream right now. My throat is jacked up from all the...
Patricia! But yeah, I was like, there's certain weapons I'm just like, why is an advanced weapon? Like, why is a dwarven war axe more advanced than a normal battle axe?
Stat-wise, I assume they're the same?
Let me see. I don't know. I assume they are. Because, like, a battle axe is a martial.
Fridge gear is one... Is fringe gear? I'm not sure what Asher Brown's trying to say there. I kind of missed that. I'm sorry, Asher Brown. It's one of the biggest pet peeves in games. I hate stone stepping my way to the best in slot just to dump all the inferior assets. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a poop. I honestly don't have a good argument for it though. Like, because you either do a system of continual upgrading, which this is true for Pathfinder too. Like every time you do a mission, you get gold. You put gold into the thing to get better, and then that's essentially XP. And at that point, your gear doesn't matter. Or you have to have like a drop rate for gear, in which case it forces you to grind, and that's not fun either. So, yeah, it's kind of a weird ongoing conundrum.
Yeah. All right, so Dwarven War Axe. Okay, I can accept this. It has the sweep trait. When you're two-handing it, it does a D12 of damage. And if you're one-handing it, it does a D8. It's like, okay. Sleep is very strong, and having a D12 two-handed weapon is nice.
Yep.
It's like...
It's true.
I'll accept that.
See, advanced weapons should have some kind of functionality to them, right? Like, I think that's the big thing. I think I'm done.
Because some things, like, okay, I get why a karamba is an advanced weapon. Because if you're not careful, you're going to stab yourself.
Yeah, you got trip. It's got trip. It's got a whole bunch of different stuff. But the trident, like, what is the trident? A martial weapon? Get your shit together, D&D.
Well, I do remember one of the writers complaining that he personally did not want the trident to be an actual weapon because it's a spear.
Yeah, it is just a spear.
Like, if you're gonna have it, just make it like a subset of a normal simple spear.
What was the other thing that I was looking at the other day? Oh no, I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. There was a... What is happening? Why can't I... What is going on? I want to pick up this black color, but it's not letting me pick it up. There we go. Ah, I have the wrong paintbrush, that's why. That's why it's being weird, because I'm using the wrong brush. No, there was something that I found in... Oh, nets. Nets are no longer weapons. Nets are tools and items, and I was like, whoa. And then that's when I discovered that Grandmother Spider no longer has nets as their preferred weapon. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? You get a bola! And I was like, oh. All right.
So, it looks like the Trident and Spear, only difference is the Trident does a D8. Nothing else. And
Does it actually do a D8 now?
Yeah, it now does a D8 in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Okay, yeah. See, that makes sense.
But that's it. No other special traits other than the thrown 20 foot.
Yeah, because if the advanced weapon training, which is required through feats or class, don't give you anything, then there's no reason to have them. Which is like in 5e, you might as well be a wizard with a two-handed sword. Like it's just like there's no real downside to them. Yeah. You take a feat or something that gives you speciality into a weapon, and I think that might be the reason that they're advanced weapons versus just martial weapons, because then you do have to take specialized feats in Pathfinder to become a wizard that can use I'm going to say period specific weapon, something that it has to be flavorfully added. It's not just like, well, this is technically a martial weapon, so I have battle axe now. Yeah. I have all things. It's like, no, you need to specialize. You need to specialize in it.
If you do the Rune Lord specialization for wizards in 2nd edition, you get trained in pole arms.
Nice.
Because all of the Rune Lords had a pole arm associated with them. Or a spear.
I think I'm done.
Is a pole arm?
I think I'm done with this little dude. We done did a little goo man. I'm going to turn this into a sticker. I'm going to put this everywhere. Should I put? I guess I should.
Everyone gets stickers.
I mean, we could do the if people want, all the Patreon members we could send it out there if you put your. I think normally we're just sending them out to. Sending them out. I don't know if I need to sign this. Stickers are weird because I always feel weird signing a sticker. But that would be a fun promo. I think maybe we will do something like that. Normally we send
sacrifice a bit of money and draw in some more people, hopefully.
Yeah. There we go. But yeah, I'm going to print these off, and then I think we'll send them out to some of the Patreon members. So if you're not a Patreon member, but you'd like to be a Patreon member, check out the link below. Normally we send stickers out to bugbears and above, but this one might be a special case. We'll see. Make sure your address is correct if you are a Patreon member, because I think I've had some issues with a few of the Patreons getting their things sent out. And then hopefully a new video out next week, which would be super exciting. I keep saying that because I've been trying to get it out for the last 3 weeks. This is the closest I've ever been. This is also, I think, the longest I haven't put out a video, but I've also done twice as many live streams. So, it is what it is. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah, that's all I really have for this week. It's 1:30. Probably going to take off now, get some lunch. Might be around Twitch a little later. I might just work on the video this afternoon, though, I think. I might just do that. Wilson? What's Wilson?
Bro, I asked him. Does he have a name?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should have the Patreon members name him. I could just start putting the little Ooze man in all of my stuff. I think that would be fun too. But just an ooze with a skull. That's all it needs. Yeah. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for all of your patience with me putting out slower videos these days as I'm trying to do animation and stuff with them. Check out the Twitch talk. Check out the Twitch. I have not posted anything to TikTok lately, but I planning on doing that as well. Booger. Booger's a good name. Oh, actually, you know what? I just realized when I did the dark shading, I accidentally turned off some of this glow, which I do not want to do. I want to keep that very shiny, so we'll do that. But yeah, we'll have a good weekend, everybody. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. I'll probably post this as a short early next week, probably after the other video, and then I'm going to try to get out. I want to try to get out some other types of videos as well. I'd like to do a how to draw video again because people have been asking for it, specifically about coloring. So we'll probably try to do that. I'll put this up on the Patreon page as well as on the Discord. I'll probably make a token out of this so people can have slimes as tokens. That's it. That's all I got. Thank you for all being amazing, and we'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.